Hi, I'm Darnell Cox with Live Young Lifestyle, and today I'm going to go over my nightly skincare routine. It is quite extensive, folks. I've had the privilege of speaking with the best dermatologists from around the world, and it's a lot different than what is pushed at us with marketing. First of all, you do not need to be spending money on face wash. This is Phisoderm. It's a pH balanced deep clean wash for normal to dry skin. Every skincare company will try to sell you a face wash. You're washing it off of your face. You do not need to spend a lot of money for that. So make sure it just washes clean. Now I took off all my eye makeup with this Almay waterproof eye makeup remover pads. I love these, and the reason is because you don't need to put your eye makeup remover on one of the other pads. You just use this little thing. And because, over the age of 40, I've spoken about in some of my previous makeup chair chit chats that you have to be using waterproof eye makeup. So eyeliner, mascara, all of that needs to be waterproof because we tend to transfer that with our crepey eyelids, or at least I do. And also with all the anti-aging potions that we put on, you wanna make sure that your eye makeup sticks. I always use this Clarisonic and just a simple face wash. So I'm gonna do that now so you guys can really tell I have no makeup on. So I will usually first wash my face with just my hands using the Phisoderm, but then I like to go over it to get a really deep clean with this Clarisonic. No matter what my day was, every stitch of makeup comes off of my face. I normally take a shower at night, so I'll wash all the makeup off of my face outside here on the sink. And then if you did not see my YouTube video on dry brushing, you really need to watch that because this is a great anti-aging device, and it is so simple. Helps with cellulite, helps with circulation, increases the tone and texture of your skin, and all that every single night. Then I'll jump in the shower. And most of the products here are not about moisture. It is about drying the skin out. I did an interview with Dr. Obagi, who I think is the best dermatologist I've ever interviewed before. But he talks a lot about tricking your skin into producing its own moisture. So remember, if you're adding a lot of products on your skin that are moisturizing it from the outside, what you're doing is you're sending signals to those layers of skin inside that you have enough moisture, and therefore you do not need to make it yourself. And it's not letting your skin behave like it did when it was in its 20s. So this first product is by Zoe Skin Health, and they are these little tea pads. It's a little bit of a waffle design. So it really gets in there, and any makeup that is left, it just goes away, but you will also see that there is a drying effect here. Next, this is the Growth Factor. And I love the design of this because there's no air that touches the product. And a lot of times when products touch oxygen, they lose their potency. This keeps everything really fresh. You just do one little pump, and it is like a gel that is good for all skin types. It doesn't matter if you have super sensitive skin. It really soothes. I do right up to my eyes, even on my eyelids, your entire neck, until that's all really absorbed. This was by Zoe Skin Health, and it's called Ossential Growth Factor Serum. Now I move on to the Big Bang. And this is all about Retin-A. I wrote a blog on liveyounglifestyle.com called Retin-A, the holy grail to skincare, because it is. It is the only thing that has been proven to significantly reduce wrinkles. Retin-A was first designed as an acne treatment. So again, it's something that's supposed to dry out your skin. So this is by Zoe Skin Health. Again, this is a 1%. It's a strong stuff. I use this with this Melamix skin lightening and blending cream. So what I would do if I were going to use this product is I put it's about this big, and you do the same thing with the blending cream, but you blend it like this, and then it makes it to where it will smooth over your face much easier. So I'm not gonna show you this one because this is pretty self-explanatory. You would just blend this all over. So I'm gonna wipe this off. I also like, that I have to say, this Environ Skin EssentiA is a really strong over-the-counter Retin-A. You need to get this though, like in a plastic surgeon's office. A lot of dermatologists sell this. Go online to Environ.com. So the consistency of this is more of a cream. So you can blend this by itself a lot better than some of the thicker Retin-A's. So I'm gonna wipe that off just because, again, self-explanatory, just put it all over your face. This is what a prescription Retin-A really looks like. It's just a, you know, a white tube with a label stuck on it. And this is a 0.05 and this is a 0.025. Again, I test my skin out all the time. If my skin is like really dry or there's Santa Ana winds, I'll go down to the 0.025. It's still doing something. It's still drying your skin. It's still reducing those wrinkles. It's still exfoliating and cell turnover. So let me show you how you would use this. You put about the size of a dime on the back of your hand, and you would be surprised, folks, if you're using the same hand all the time to put the Retin-A on before you put it on your face. Compare your hands after a couple months. And the hand that you use to put the Retin-A on, to blend it or whatever, will end up with a lot less wrinkles. So I just then take my finger and make little dots. I do not put this on my neck just because your neck does not produce the same amount of oil as your face does. So, you know, we have sweat glands and oil producing glands in certain parts of our body, our underarms, our feet, our privates, our face. Those will actually secrete oil, and our hair, which is why our hair gets oily. But our neck does not really. So if you put the same strength of Retin-A on your neck, you're gonna find that it eats it up like battery acid. I always rub in a circular motion. It will migrate a little bit. So even if you're putting it here along your jawline, I usually put it right along my jawline and underneath the chin. Once that's all in, I move on to the neck. There's 3 products that I really love for the neck. This is my favorite right now. It's by Revision Skincare. It's called Nectifirm. These are also in a lot of different plastic surgery offices. I also feel that it kind of plumps the lines up and helps with elasticity and kind of firms things. This one by StriVectin I also like. It feels like it's a little bit, there's more of an exfoliation involved with this and a little bit more firming. So right now I'm liking this one a little bit better. Your neck goes all the way down here. So anything, your skin is all connected. So if it needs to be firmed, you have to start above it and below the area that you're trying to target. So next we're gonna move on to eyes. I did write a blog on liveyounglifestyle.com called Beauty on a Budget. If you wanna save money anywhere, give up the eye cream. And just like I told you, put all your other treatments right underneath your eye. You don't really need eye cream, but man, do I love this one. So this is Nurse Jamie's EGF Eye Complex, and this is her beauty stamp. It's not just what you put on your face topically, it's stuff that you do to help your skin regenerate. And part of that has to do with creating little micro traumas. And I talk about this a lot on my YouTube channel and in my blogs. Drying out your skin and using a retinoid product like that is creating micro traumas. It is exfoliating that outer skin, which is making your skin underneath to make more cells. It's the same thing with microneedling. This is a version of a microneedle that is in a stamp. So instead of rolling like I had done on that previous video, my favorite at-home treatments, this is a stamp that I use every single night. So you literally press this around your eyes. Now, believe it or not, I do my eyebrows because microneedling also helps stimulate hair growth. When our skin gets really thin and crepey around our eyes, to do this on a nightly basis is very, very good. So get right underneath, and I usually do all the way out to the temple, all the way across the eyebrow. Now I'm gonna get a little red, but I wanna make sure I show you. And then I follow it with Nurse Jamie EGF Eye Complex, which it moisturizes, it depuffs, it helps with dark circles, all things good in one little bottle. Okay, so that is the eye treatment. And now we're going to move on to eyelashes, eyebrows. There are a lot of over-the-counter eyelash and enhancement serums that you can brush on. Almost every dermatologist on the planet will have Latisse. And you're basically, it comes with like this little, disposable things because you don't want to go over your eye with the same little brush. Now, it is cheaper to do the ones that you can buy in a beauty supply store. I do like Revitalash, but the only problem that I have found with those is after like a few weeks, I want to throw it out because what you're doing is you're sticking something back in, to the same product. And I always worry about that. And usually too, I use this on my eyebrows. So after I have all of this cream stuff on, all my Retin-A's, all my potions, I'm then putting it on my eyebrows and sticking it back into the thing. Do I think Revitalash works? Yes, it does. Right now, I like this one a little bit better. So you're just putting a drop. You're going right along your lash line. You do not need a lot of this. You just barely want them to feel moist because if you put too much, it will go in your eyeball. You're wasting the product and you'll end up with like little fuzzy hairs growing all over your eye. So this is really, really concentrated. And again, I'm not even touching it to the brush, and I'll do the other eye. And whatever is left over, I put right up in my eyebrows. If you go underneath your eyebrows with this, it does make a big difference and helps them fill in and bring those eyebrows a little bit more down to earth, which is a more youthful look. So the last thing that you do is, if you anti-age from only here up, you're missing 90% of your body. So like I said, before I shower every night, I dry brush. But at night, I like to do an exfoliating thing for my body as well. You don't want to use a Retin-A or a really strong product on your body. So there are two products that I really like. I couldn't get a hold of one before this shoot, but it's by the same company that makes this Retin-A. It's called Environ, and it's a Derma-Lac. It helps with cell turnover. It helps with the tone of your skin. It's a really great product. So again, this Environ is a company that I really like. But what I'm using right now that I also love is Derm, and this is a glycolic acid. So it stings a little bit, especially if you've dry brushed first. But I always say, like, if it doesn't hurt, if it doesn't sting, and if it doesn't smell bad, it's probably not doing anything for your skin. You have to be consistent and be patient with this stuff because great skin doesn't happen overnight. It does take time. It is effort to wash off your makeup every night and go through these rituals. But you know what? You're worth it. And that is a really good way to live young.